Hi, I'm Jan with the Organic Gardening Academy. Welcome to Growing Potatoes Up. My potato growing style was inspired by two books I read recently, Garden Up by Susan Morrison and Vertical Gardening by Derek Fell. They gave me the idea to grow my potatoes in a cage, putting some fencing planks around each side. I planted these potatoes in my greenhouse because it's been a particularly wet December. I didn't want them to rot out in the main garden. I'm using two 46-inch high galvanized steel wire cages that I bought a number of years ago on clearance at a garden supply store. They are currently about $8 each. I had my husband cut up some redwood planking, fencing into 2.5-foot sections and screw some 1x stakes on the back of them to make a frame. As you can see, this plant is growing quite well and it's ready to be filled in and have planking added. This plant over here, on the other hand, has barely started growing, so it's not ready yet. I put the fencing on each side, wedging them against themselves. This plant should have been supported a couple of months ago, but you know, life gets crazy sometimes. So I've got the 4 planks, 3 in. Here's the 4th one going in. And there you have it. Then it just needs to be filled in. Behind you. This is a mix of our lousy clay and some organic compost and potting soil. I'm going to fill it in with this. You don't want to mash down the plants. You just want to fill in around it. Some of it will fall out the sides, but that's okay. There you have it. As the plants continue to grow, I'll continue to fill it up with dirt, and when they get higher and higher, I'll add another section of planking on either side so that I will end up with 6 feet of potatoes in only a 2-foot square area of my garden. When I originally thought of this, I had some plywood laying around and I grabbed it and stuck it in. It fit good and I thought, oh, that's perfect. And then I realized you don't want to use plywood. There's glues and things in it that can leach into your vegetables if it's next to the soil, so don't use plywood. When the top flowers and dies back, I'll be able to take the planking out and find all of the potatoes that have grown along the stem all the way up and take it apart and take it apart. I'll have a nice pile of soil and potatoes. No more digging for potatoes. It'll all be right there. All I have to do is sift through the soil. Thank you for joining me, Jan, at the Organic Gardening Academy, Growing Potatoes Up.